Good afternoon, everyone. Sixth grade, I hope you're all doing great. I wanted to thank you all for sending in your quest. If you haven't sent it in yet, please do so. Send it to my email. All of you are doing a great job in doing that. But a few of you, I have not received your test, so please complete it as soon as possible and send it in to me as soon as you can. All right, we are going to go over the test, and most of you did very well. There's a couple of you that missed a key concept, so we're going to go over it. First of all, we talked about Greek being a peninsula. Sorry, I'm broadcasting from Kenneth Hahn Park because I thought it would be great just to get out of the house for a little bit. I was getting a little house happy. So Kenneth Hahn is a beautiful park if you've never been here. I think it's something like 36,000 acres, something like that. But it's awesome and not very many people here, which is good for now. All right, your quest on Greece. The first question asks about a peninsula. Greek is a peninsula, as you know, that because it is surrounded by water on all three sides, and the water it is surrounded by are three bodies of water: the Ionian Sea, the Aegean Sea, and the Mediterranean Sea. Also, the climate in Greece is mild to hot summers and slightly colder and rainy winters. The one concept I wanted you to take away from the test, there were two questions on this. Greece had what we called a direct democracy, and the United States has what we call an indirect or representative democracy. The difference being that in Greece, the citizens voted on everything. They had a clay pot or whatever. They put in a token or a coin to reflect their votes. All the citizens voted. And in Greece, all the citizens meant you were 18 and above, you were a child of Greek parents, and you were a male. In the United States, our representatives come from everywhere. We elect them, and then they vote on most of the laws and changes and things for us. So we have to be very careful in who we choose to be our representatives. Also, the highest mountain in Greece was Mount Olympus, and Mount Olympus is where they felt that the gods lived, and this is where the Olympics were held. And as you know, the Olympics were to praise and honor the gods of Greece because Greece was polytheistic. The main god, or the ruler of all god, was Zeus. We went over those in class. Also, the Greeks benefited from trade or cultural diffusion that comes with trade. From the Phoenicians, they had got two important things: coins and the alphabet. Very important. And remember, cultural diffusion is an exchange of ideas, of technology, ways of doing things, foods, clothing, religion, everything you can think of pretty much. And it's an important part of society. And if you remember, as we studied in class, the ancient cultures that had trade and cultural diffusion were much more successful than cultures that tended to be isolated. Then we talked about Greek literature on the test, such as The Tortoise and the Hare, written by Aesop. These were Aesop's fables. And a fable is important because it gives a moral lesson. And when we read fables from other cultures, they tell us a little bit about the other culture, what they feel is important, what they feel is an important lesson to learn. Also, another form of literature were epic poems. And in class, we talked about the Iliad and the Odyssey by Homer. Epic poems were very long, and these dealt with war. Also, Greek was split up because of its geography, because of its mountainous terrain. It was it was set up into different city-states, each with their own government. And you all are representatives of one or other sorry, you guys are representatives of the city-states in the Olympic Games we were conducting in class, which we will finish when we get back. We had the city-state of Corinth, we had Athens, we had Sparta, we had Argos, we had Megara, and there are many, many others, each with their own government. The last question on your test deals with types of government. One is an oligarchy, which was ruled by a few, and of course these few people were also the rich males in society. There was also a tyranny, which is a government where a ruler takes over by force. This is the most oppressive type of government and has the most control over the people. And also they had monarchies. Monarchies were led by a king or queen. And so those are the three types of government. Of course, we all prefer democracies, just like we have in the United States. All right, if you have any further questions, please feel free to email me. And have a great day, 6th grade. Love you and miss you guys. Bye.